Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I am going to be sharing my first fall melting basket, and I'm actually going to do this face to face just to switch things up, see how it goes. I don't know that it necessarily makes any sense to do it top down, so I'm trying this. Anyway, right now it's in a bag, but it'll be in a basket later when I take it downstairs. So, sorry if I have to clear my throat a little bit in this video. My allergies are not happy right now for some reason. Anyway, I have a mix of different brands. I've got a bunch of Scentsy, I've got some Walmart stuff, and I have, I think, a couple other brands in here. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to grab things and tell you what it is and maybe sniff it. Probably sniff it. Some of these things are not fall specific, but they are things that I want to melt soon. Specifically, there are Scentsy scents in here that are not fall specific, but I want to see how they perform, so I know whether or not I want to put them in my club permanently. So yeah, the first one I have here is Scentsy Amber Hollow, and it just smells like a woodsy, what is that supposed to smell like? I don't even know the scent notes on these, but it just smells like being in the woods in the fall time. Like, it has that dry, woodsy, leafy smell, but also has like kind of a sweet, oh, I have the, here we go. I have them written in here, and the bar's not sweaty, so they actually stayed. So the scent notes on here are clove leaf, cardamom, dark amber, and cedarwood. I don't know if it's the cardamom kind of giving it a little bit of a sweetness. I wouldn't say it's sweet. I would just say it's not, I don't know, it might be. Something in here is giving a little bit like, it's definitely woodsy and earthy. I think it's the cardamom giving it just like the teeniest little hint of something sweet. I wouldn't even really call this a sweet scent. It's just like kind of rounding out all the woodsy notes, if that helps. I don't know. So there's that. That's something that I got, I don't know, I think in like a bundle or something at some point. I've got Scentsy Shire Sunrise. This is their recent Lord of the Rings scent, and this smells so good. This doesn't smell like the scent description to me, so it's supposed to smell like floral and citrusy. To me, and like fresh, to me it smells like a fall scent. I don't know what it is. I don't get citrus in here. I don't get citrus or floral in here at all. It smells almost like a fresh fall scent. I really don't know how to describe what I smell, but it doesn't smell like the scent notes to me at all. But it smells really good. Next, I have Scentsy's Jack's Obsession, and I have this in my club, and I also have a brick of it, and I've never warmed it. So I have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 bars of this, because when I got a brick when I bought the Nightmare Before Christmas warmer, because it came with the brick. And then I think after that, I added it to my club because I like the smell, but it wasn't like seasonally appropriate. And you don't have to melt your wax seasonally, but I prefer to. It smells really good. Just like a nice, spicy, sweet fall scent. And I'm very excited to melt that because I have a lot of it. And I'm not taking it out of my club. Unless it warms absolutely horrendously, I'm not taking it out of my club. Next is, wow, I just keep grabbing all the Scentsy. Next is Scentsy's Welcome to Imagination Land. And this is one of their Inside Out bars. And it just smells like, it's supposed to smell like cotton candy-ish, but to me, it does smell like cotton candy, but you know how there are just different kinds of cotton candy scents? There's like straight like cotton candy scent, like sugar. And then there's like the burnt sugar cotton candy scent. And then there's the like 90s, early 2000s children's perfume cotton candy scent, which I love. I think that's my favorite version. And then there's this one, which is like, you know those round lollipops that you'll see at like grocery store checkouts with all the impulse candy? When I was in soccer, we used to sell those as like fundraisers. We would always sell those little circle, like sphere lollipops. And the cotton candy one smells just like this. And it smells really good. This is probably like my second favorite out of those different versions. So it almost smells more on the berry side and less on the sugar side, but it still smells like cotton candy. And I can't wait to melt this. This is one that I wouldn't say is necessarily seasonally appropriate because I am starting to melt fall wax now, even though it's the middle of August. I don't care. I've already decorated for Halloween. I'm ready. So I wouldn't say it's the most seasonally appropriate as far as like fall goes. It's fine, like technically fine for like middle of August for me, but I just want to see how it performs so I know whether or not I want to keep it in my club. Because the way that I use my club is I use it to try out scents. So I don't usually make regular Scentsy orders unless I'm buying something like a warmer or like a bundle or something, or it's a flash sale. But for the most part, I just use my club as my purchasing. So I'll add like 5 or 6 bars that I want to try for the month, and then I'll get them, I'll try them, see how I like them, and then decide whether or not I want to put them in my club, in case you were curious. Next, I have farm raised candles, pumpkin spice, and to be earnest, I meant honest, not actually earnest. I was just saying honest, weird. Anyway, these scents smell really good on cold in the clam, but I have been disappointed by, my husband got, I think, or my mom or somebody got me a pack of these as a gift. And I think this might be my last one out of the pack. I've been disappointed by every single one of the scents. They just do not perform well in my house. I don't know why. I mean, they're still in business, so they must work for someone, but they just don't work for me. It's so frustrating. I don't know why. They smell really good in the clam though. So I don't know what it is, but I am going to melt it because I have it. I just probably will never buy this brand again. Excuse me. Next I have the Candle Daddy. I've got Harvest Party, which is autumn apple and whiskey. It smells really good. I smell the apple especially. The only thing that kind of annoys me about the Candle Daddy is they don't fill the clams up all the way. They're like, just fill it. Just fill it, please. And it's not even so much as like I feel like I'm missing out on that little layer of wax I could have gotten. It's really just like it makes it look cheap to me. And I don't know. I just feel like because even the Walmart wax fills her up, and I'm just like, really? Because look, like that's a Walmart wax. That's filled up. So when I see this and I can see like the indents of the cubes, I'm just like, really? You really couldn't do that? I don't know. Anyway, it's just me being nitpicky. That has nothing to do with the quality of the wax. It smells really good though. I think I've melted a couple. This I also got in a bundle. I think I've melted a couple from the Candle Daddy, and I'm pretty sure I liked them. I don't know that they were the most long lasting, but I feel like the scent throw was good. So we'll melt that. Have another one from the Candle Daddy, which is Fall Leaves. This one doesn't have any scent notes on it, but I'm sure it just smells like, yeah, it just smells like leaves. It's not like the Bath and Body Works leaves scent where it smells kind of appley. This is definitely like earthy, leafy smell. It smells good though. Excuse me. Have another Scentsy scent in Black Tie Affair, and I love this scent so much. This one's so good. This one is in my club. This one is like a tobacco and like vanilla scent. It's just so good. I gotta stop saying it's so good for all these because, you know, I bought them for a reason because I like them. This is Sensationals Caramel Apple Spice, and I found, ooh, the wax is starting to kind of look weird. Anyway, I had found like the mother load of clearance wax at my Walmart. I never find clearance wax at my Walmart ever. Sometimes they'll do them where they like put the clearance tag and they like keep them in the wax section, but every time I go there, like by the time I get there, they're all sold out. And I know a lot of other Walmarts will just like take all of the wax, all the clearance wax, and put them in the clearance section. And I've never come across that before, but one day I was a lucky duck and I found an entire like bin full of them, and it was like only like 5 different scents, but it was just this bin full of them, and they were all $1, I think. Actually, some of them were 75 cents, but I wanted, my wax loving heart wanted so bad to just buy the entire bin. It probably would have cost me like $300. I didn't do it. I just picked a handful of each scent, and that was good, but it made me sad to leave all that wax behind. But it's okay. But this is one of them. That smells really good. It just smells like caramels, apples, and spice. Actually, you know what? Something about that is starting to smell off. I definitely need to melt this soon. I think it might be like just the waxiness is starting to come through. But I need to melt it. Hopefully that scent doesn't come out on warm. I guess there's a reason they clearanced it. I have another clearance one from Better Homes and Gardens in Spiced Pumpkin Pie. And this one is pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon, clove, molasses, and pastry crust. I like that Better Homes and Gardens puts the notes on their packaging. That's very convenient. This one is not going bad at all. Oh my gosh, I can really smell the cinnamon and the nutmeg. And then the pumpkin. Ugh. Can't wait. Oh, look, I'm pulling all the clearance ones. This is Better Homes and Gardens Farmhouse Pumpkin Patch. This is one of the ones that was 75 cents. And this is pumpkin, sweet apple, spice, brown sugar, and vanilla. Ooh, the wax is falling off. This one's a very light scent, but it smells fallish. I can smell the spices and I can smell the vanilla. This one is definitely not fall. I don't know that this one would particularly fit into any season specifically, really. This is a little bit of a weird one, but I'm kind of like super pumped for it because this is Scentsy's Bon Appetit. This is their Ratatouille scent, and you guys, this one is just so weird and I love it so much. Oh my god. Okay, so it's like this reddish orange scent or color, and it's supposed to smell like ratatouille. It smells like tomato sauce and garlic and basil and like fresh baked baguette. And it smells incredible. Like, it's, if you just completely don't like, if you don't think about the fact that it's wax and you just like close your eyes and you sniff it, it smells like you just cooked like spaghetti sauce and baguette. Like, oh my god, smells so delicious. I need to warm this soon because my husband is out of town right now, and I told him I would warm it while he's gone so that he didn't have to smell it. He hates anything like Italian food. Like, he can't stand it. So I'm gonna warm this, and I can't wait. I'm like stupidly excited for this just because it's so different. I've never warmed savory wax before, and it just smells so freaking good. Oh, I know so many people are turned off by the idea of melting wax that smells like they just cooked Italian food, but I'm so excited. I can't even tell you guys how many exciteds I am. I don't know why I said that, but okay, I've got another Candle Daddy. I'm just trying to get through these without keeping you here forever. This is Fall for All Harvest Festival Scent. Oh, okay. This one smells like almost kind of like the leafy scent. Is that even like different? Wow, I'm just really sticking these in my face. Yeah, the leafy one has more of like a earthy, almost like dirt note, and this one doesn't have that, but otherwise they're very similar. Like, these are the same, except for this one has more of like an earthy dirt note. I've got Scentsy's Caramel Apple Craze, and it smells so, oh my gosh, it just smells like fresh apples and caramel. Oh, that's so good. I apologize if I'm saying that's so good to every single scent, but they are all so good. This is Illumiscence Homemade Cinnamon Rolls. Let's see. I mean, yeah. It almost smells more like a cinnamon sugar donut. But it smells really good. It smells like cinnamon sugar bakery. I've got Scentspirations Black Raspberry Frosting from Scentsy. And this one, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. This smells berry-ish. On cold, it smells like a lip gloss I used to have as a child. Like, it almost has that like children's lip gloss chapsticky scent to it, which is not bad. It smells very nostalgic for me, but I don't know if I would like want to smell this on a regular basis, so I'm curious to see how that does on warm. I've got Scentsy's Cider Mill. Yeah, this one just smells like apple cider. Scentsational's Warm Apple Pie. Yeah, it smells like cinnamon apple bakery. It smells real good. It smells real good. I have another clearance one here. Let's see. Scentsational's Pumpkin Cream and Marshmallow. Oh, this was a limited edition. Oh, that. I think this one's gone bad. It smells sour. Also, I think I just fully put my nose in that wax and it's very sweaty. Ooh, hopefully on warm, you guys see how sweaty that is? Like all the oil is pulling out. Hopefully when I warm this, I don't get that sour note, but it's definitely starting to go bad. And I have quite a few of this one especially. I'm looking at my bin of fall wax and I can see 4 of them just right on top. Besides this one. So I'm really, really hoping that I can warm this and it smells fine. If that's the case, I'm going to try and get through all of these this year because I really don't think they're going to last another year. When I smell this, it smells a little sour. It definitely smells like it's going off. So that's unfortunate, but I got them for real cheap. So, you know, can't complain too much. Next is Better Homes and Gardens Fall Festival. And this is juniper, spruce, apple, lemon, black currant, and leaves. I don't know how I feel about that. This one almost... Look. I don't know how to explain this. And it doesn't smell like... Okay. This will make sense in a second. It does not smell like dead animal. Okay? It does not smell like dead animal. It's not supposed to. It does, and it does not. But tell me why. The first thing that popped into my mind when I smelled this was like dead person and funeral. I have never smelled a dead human body. And I've only been to one or two funerals in my life, and that was when I was a very small child, and I do not remember them very well. And that's the first thing I thought of. I don't understand why. I don't know what this smell is. I don't know that I'm a fan. And I'm very confused about why I bought this. But we're going to melt it. And we're going to see. But the sense that I do get underneath that, I don't know, maybe it smells like funeral flowers to me or something. I don't know. Underneath that scent, I smell the spruce and the juniper. So this almost feels more like a holiday scent to me. But since it's called Fall Festival, I guess that's why I put it in my fall stuff. So we're going to melt it and we'll see. Better Homes and Gardens Banana and Pumpkin Bread. This is pumpkin, honey, cinnamon, banana bread, brown sugar, vanilla bean, and caramel. And that smells delectable. Almost, I don't know what's going on. It almost has like an underlying scent of like something going bad. I don't know what it is. And this is not even that old. Like, I think I bought this last year. It doesn't smell sour like the other one. It just smells, maybe it's like a waxy scent. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. Hopefully they melt fine. I'm going to have to keep notes. I used to keep notes on every scent that I melted, but it kind of got a little tedious. But I feel like with this one, I'm going to have to keep notes because it's going to be a lot to remember. And a lot of the Scentsy waxes I need to melt to see if I want to club them. So I definitely have to keep notes on those. And then a lot of the other Walmart waxes, I don't know, some of them smell like they're going off. So I got to keep notes on that. I got to keep the notes this month, apparently. Well, not necessarily this month, however long this lasts. Better Homes and Gardens Pumpkin Frappe. Also, sorry about the lighting. I don't have my ring light up right now just because I couldn't be bothered to set it up. It's in another room, so. We've got natural lighting coming in from the side. Pumpkin Frappe. Pumpkin spices, cinnamon, espresso bean, and vanilla. Definitely get the coffee. It almost smells like coffee and pretzels, though. I don't know why. It doesn't smell like pumpkin to me at all. It smells like coffee and pretzels. I feel like it definitely didn't smell like that before though. And I bought this last year. It definitely did not smell like pretzels when I first bought it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. These should be lasting longer, but I don't know. And the last one is Better Homes and Gardens Pecan Shortbread. Pecan nut butter. It's not nut butter, it's nut butter. Shortbread, cookie dough, spice, and caramel. Yeah, that smells pretty good. It's pretty light though. But it does smell really good. It doesn't smell like anything's wrong with it. So those are all the scents in my fall melting basket number 1. I don't know how long this basket's gonna go, just however long it is. I feel like this works better for me than trying to do monthly baskets, because then I don't have the pressure of having to film it like on a deadline. I can just film it whenever I'm out of wax or whenever I feel like refreshing it, and that just works out a lot better for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm thinking, because I'm starting fall melting early, I'm thinking I should be able to get through maybe 3 baskets this season. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if your guys's like Walmart waxes go bad really fast. Or I don't know, maybe the ones I got were just already old, but I feel like they shouldn't be going bad this fast, because I have some Walmart wax that I bought 2 years ago that are still fine. So I don't know. If you guys buy Walmart wax and you've experienced that, let me know. But yeah, I hope we get... What was that my mouth was just doing? I hope you have a great day. I hope you melt some delicious smelling wax. Also, let me know your thoughts on the Ratatouille one, because I'm actually really excited about that. Like real excited. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thumbs up the video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.